Want to learn how to make a puppy lunchbox? I love my puppy lunchbox.
So I didn't measure like exact yarns, sorry, but this is what I'm starting with for my second puppy lunchbox thingy. And this is gonna be the body color. Hopefully it's enough. This is like 4 ounces from like 1970, so it'll never be found again. I'll make it work if we run out. I'm gonna use this not only for the eyeballs, but for the side panel slash leash portion. This is gonna be our ears and any other details we feel like adding. This is our eyeball, and this is our tongue, which you don't need very much eye or tongue yarn. So anyway, here we go. I've got my H crochet hook and my pink yarn, the darker maroonish pink that I'm gonna use for the body. And an H hook, can't remember if I said that. The 2-year-old's distracting me. Anyway, I'm gonna chain 25. And then I'm gonna turn mentally anyway. You're really still going the same way. I'm gonna skip this first or the last space, however you wanna think about it, and go into this one. And I'm gonna do 24 single crochet across. Alright, so I came to the end of this row. I'm gonna chain 1, we're gonna turn. And starting in this first space, we're gonna do 24 single crochet across. And I hope you have fun doing that because you've got 41 rows. 41! Did I mention 41? So you're gonna be doing this forever. I'll come back when that's done. I finished the 41 rows and it looks like that. You're gonna cut and tie that off. And then you're gonna repeat that same exact process. That's 41 rows again. But don't cut it off for the second one because for the back panel, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go ahead and put a marker here just for fun, just a little piece of yarn in a different color. You don't have to do that, but anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue with the chain 1, 24 single crochet across for another, look over my pattern here. Oh, I did it in tally marks. I haven't typed it yet. 12 rows. So chain 1, work 24 across for an additional 12 rows. And this is the back flap that kind of folds over the front. So 12 more rows and we'll be back. I did those 12 more rows, which if you want to be really fun and count, we're up to 53 total rows now. And we're gonna chain 1 and turn. You're gonna skip that first space you've been going in and go in the next. You're gonna work 21 across. 21. And then you're gonna skip and work 1 single crochet in the end. Chain 1. Turn. Skip the first one. Work 19 single crochet across. 19, skip 1, work 1 single crochet in the end, chain 1 and turn. You can see we're decreasing 1 on each side every time, so we're going to skip 1. This row is going to be 17, the next row is going to be 15, 11, 9, down to 7. I'll catch up there, so you can look at the pattern, but it's basically 1 on each side. And the last time you go through, sorry, not even down to 7, the last time you go through, you'll have that 5 single crochet in a row. Okay, in our last row here, you'll know you're done because we're going to chain 1 and turn, skip 1, work 5 across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1, put 1 single crochet in at the end, cut, tie off, and hide your thread. So this next section, on this first bag I did for my other daughter, you see the blue on the sides and the handles here. I'm using black, and if you're following along on the pattern, it says side panel. So we're going to chain 21. Alright, 21, and then we're going to kind of turn back the other way, skip that first one, and we're going to do 20 single crochet across. So 1, 2, 3, 19, 20. And then get ready to get real repetitive. You're going to chain 1 and work 20 single crochet across for 112 rows. That was 112. So that 20 single crochet across for 112 rows. Now that I finished the side panel with the 112 rows, it's the side and the bottom, it bends. Anyway, I laid out some vinyl. If you've seen my baby changing mat pattern, you might recognize the princess vinyl. I still can't get rid of it. It's unending. Anyway, you're gonna lay out your side panel, your back panel, and your front panel, and you're gonna treat them just like a sewing project. This is your sewing pattern. And all you're gonna do is cut the vinyl. Oh, these scissors are not, or maybe it's the vinyl. You're gonna cut the vinyl. And I really need to sharpen my sewing scissors. I have several pairs, but yikes. Wishing I'd grabbed a different one. Anyway, you're gonna cut each of these out. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'll show you later. I'm actually gonna trim anything that sticks out as we sew it. But go ahead and cut out all 3 of those. Got everything cut out, and then we're gonna switch it so that the vinyl is facing out. Like if you look on these ones where I cut, it's the soft fabric side. So all you're gonna do is take out your pins and then go whoop. And you need to make that sound effect. If you don't do that, it really won't work right. Okay, you don't. You know, you could have cut this, you know, in hindsight. You could have, you know, had the white part facing up, but that just makes too much sense, and I don't want to listen to any more of that crazy talk. I need one more pin here. And I just want to point out once again, these were not cut perfectly. We're going to trim them when we piece them together, anything that pokes out. So you can see a little bit of white hanging out there. Don't worry about it. So one more to reverse here, and then we're going to start piecing it together. Don't get the wall. So this is your front panel, and I want you to fold it in half without stabbing yourself violently with these pins that I have poking out. So tall, fold it in half, set it down for a second. This is your side and bottom panel. Same thing, we're gonna fold it in half without stabbing ourselves, hopefully. Ah, just kidding. All right, fold it in half. And keep in mind, your crochet stuff is what you wanna see. You don't wanna see the vinyl. So here's the middle of this, and here's the middle of this. Holding it so I don't lose the spot. And I have pins in here. I'm just going to take it out, and I'm going through both layers. Basically, this is going to go all the way up around. Taking this pin, putting that there. Like that. You can see the bottom and the side. Now I'm going to turn it and just really pinch so that that is right there. I probably have some pins inside there actually. No, I didn't have one there. Random. Make sure that this bottom goes all the way there and you leave room so you have a nice square shape base there. Stealing that pin. Now, I've had this turn out different ways. It really depends on the weight of yarn you're using. Like, let me grab that one for a second. The prototype I did, I had a different weighted yarn for the body than for the sides. And for this one, it was pretty even up for the bottom and the side panel. But I also used the thinner weighted fuzzy stuff on the bottom. So I designed this so it's okay if you use different types of yarn. It's still going to turn out